Alright, I think we are live here. Whoops. Sorry about that. Let me check this here. Let me make sure that we are actually, publish. Why is it not letting me? That's strange. I've never had this happen before. Alrighty, we are live here for some severe weather. So it's actually working now. Earlier it was not. So this tornado had been on the ground for a little bit, potentially over 2 hours. Unfortunately, I could not go live for that, sadly. Okay, I'm gonna have to... What is going on with my toolbar here? It's shifting way out of the way. Here, let me, reset the app here. Okay. Maybe it's meant to do that. I'm not sure. I've just never seen that do that before. But yeah, we do have our tornado warning. Oh, we've got the hook right here.
What are you doing, dude?
Sorry about that. Let's see. So, hello, Jersey Devil. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, we got a new tornado warning issued. New severe thunderstorm warning. I think it was this one. For this southern storm here. I don't know why everything is flashing, because it's only set to flash for the ones that... Hello, Finn's Flash Weather. So let's see. So here we got a new tornado warning just issued. And it is radar indicated, tornado possible, 60-mile-an-hour winds. And then we have a tornado warning with 1.75-inch hail. Then we have this storm up here with the tornado warning. Obviously, the rotation really broadened out, well, at least from what we could see right now. As you can definitely tell just to the sea. So somewhere in here we have our rotation. Somewhere in there. Let's see. It is in a larger severe weather mesoscale discussion. So that's pretty cool. Oh, let's see. So if we move down, to this radar here. Oh, let's see, whatever the closest radar site is. This must be the closest radar site. We can't get a really good view of it, but we do have some radar indicated rotation. Oh, new tornado warning, I think. Let's see what it was. Oh, a new severe thunderstorm warning. 1-inch hail. 60-mile-an-hour winds. It's from this storm. I'm not going to be surprised whenever they extend the tornado warning some way. See this radar site here? Oh, wow. That is really, really crazy. We have some crazy rotation here. Let's see if we look at the velocity on the correlation coefficient. This might be a tornado on the ground, I think. This is a tornado debris signature right north of Grant Road 23K. Right on this, yeah, that lines up perfectly. I think this might be a tornado on the ground right here. And if that's the case, we'd expect a rotation. Let me draw a better circle to be somewhere, let's see, right along here. And the new velocity scan, let's see what the new velocity scan shows. But I'll just remember this road right here. Let's zoom out to see what's that. Oh, it was just about that tornado warning down there. Yeah, we've already seen that. Let's see, where was it? It was somewhere in here. Yeah, it was this one. Oh, wow. This might be a tornado on the ground. So please take shelter if you run this tornado warning. Here, just to the west of Medford, Oklahoma. In Gilbert, Oklahoma. Especially if you're south of Gilbert, Oklahoma, south and east. Really, if you're anywhere in this warning box, take shelter immediately because there could potentially be a tornado on the ground right here. So this grid here just south of, yeah, it lines up with that. This is our area of interest. Just because that it aligns up so perfectly. it may be off by just a few pixels, but that's still really, really close. That it could still potentially be the, okay, we got a new warning. I'm getting the alert here, the tornado siren thing. Where's the new alert? Huh? Where's? Oh, they took away the northern severe thunderstorm warning. Okay, I see what it is now. They took away a severe thunderstorm. I think this one might be on the ground again. Oh, we got another alert. See what it's for. I don't see anything. Okay. Either way, we potentially have a tornado on the ground here. Let's see. Okay. This is crazy. So we had just south of 125K, right in here where this slot here is, where there's no data here. As you can see, there's just like no data, but it's really dropped though. I think there might be a tornado here. We'll see what the weather service does with this information here. If they, let's see. We do have, nonetheless, a really tight rotation. Really, really tight rotation here. So if we turn back on this thing, we got 84 mile an hour winds, 90 mile an hour winds on about, let's see, what are these? 50 mile an hour inbounds. So this would be 160 miles per hour. Because I think this is probably close to about 100 miles per hour rotation, because these speeds are probably a little bit fast because of they're shooting a little bit higher up in the atmosphere. So that's why I'm saying about 90 mile per hour, 100 mile per hour rotation. We have these sharp inbounds and outbounds here on these pixels. Okay, this is, I can almost say with 100% certainty that this is a tornado. We go one and then down diagonally. If the rotation ends up lining up in this square here, in this little grid, I think this might be county something. I'm pretty sure this is a tornado on the ground. Guys, let me check something real quick. Let's see. Okay. So, I think this is in Oklahoma. Oh yeah, this is in Oklahoma. Yep. So this is a possible tornado near Gilbert, Oklahoma. Honestly, I'm going to take a screenshot of this because this is actually crazy. I need to probably get like the timestamp in there or something. 10. I'm gonna like, yeah, get that. Okay. Okay, I'm pretty confident now that this is a tornado on the ground. Yeah, I'm almost 100% certain. Guys, if y'all are in the chat, please type something in chat. But yeah, I'm gonna update the... Whoa, no. I don't want to show any copyright games on there. I'm gonna update the... Wait, let me get confirmation real quick to make sure it actually is on the ground. Yeah, it's observed. It is observed. So, okay. We do have confirmation it is on the ground, so now I feel pretty safe saying that it is on the ground. It's probably radar confirmed or something, but yeah, it's strong tornado here. In Oklahoma, you could see the debris signature. This is insanity. What? I mean, look at this. This matches up so perfectly, it is impossible for it not to be a tornado. You got the correlation coefficient drop, the velocity couplet. I mean, this is 80 mile an hour in outbounds with 40 mile an hour inbounds, or like something like that. This is crazy. If we turn on data overlays, storm reports, obviously we got tornadoes. Let's just do that. Sure, why not? So yeah, this is actually crazy. Gilbert, Oklahoma, just to the east. You need to be taking shelter immediately. I mean, look at this tornado. Look at that. That is crazy. This is north of the Haskell Road now. This is absolutely insane. Where's our new warning here? Is there a new warning? Okay, that one's still radar indicated. We got nothing else really to cover, I mean, right now. What is this? What is this? This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen in my life. 90, almost 100 mile per hour outbound winds on like 45 inbounds. That is the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen. What is going on? This is like 150, 160 mile per hour winds rotating. Probably closer to like 110, something like that. But maybe even, it might be even stronger as well. Who knows? Because this looked, just a moment ago, it looked really, I mean, if we look at the, let's see what was last frame. I mean, if we pause on the last frame here, just the last frame. Oh, well, there's a new frame now, and the rotation still looks really ridiculous. But at like the widest part of the rotation or something, or the widest part of the correlation coefficient drop here, let's see. So from here to here, it was from here to here, here to here. So here to here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get out like the measuring tool. Let's get rid of this thing. So it's from here to here. So if I get out the measuring tool, that's over a mile wide. That's like, the debris signature was over a mile wide. That's crazy. So from here to here is a mile. Oh, we got a new tornado warning just issued. It's still observed and it's still PDS. So particularly dangerous situation. Please take shelter if you are in this warning. Take shelter immediately. This is a very violent, destructive tornado on the ground. This is the most ridiculous velocity and debris signature I have seen in my, almost 5 years of tracking storms. This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen. Like, what is this? This is like, okay, this is really, really bad. Is really all. I mean, I don't know how else to explain this, but like this is really, really, I mean, it's obviously destroying stuff, as evident on the correlation coefficient. Currently, it's about at probable peak width, about 1.3 miles wide. It's just really crazy, but the velocity signature is tight nonetheless. No matter how large it is, this is the debris signature at least is over a mile wide. But this doesn't necessarily mean the tornado is right here. It could be a little bit off path, like, oh wow, whoa, what is actually going on right now? Negative 50 something, negative 50 inbounds on 91 outbounds. This is, even if this is not a tornado on the ground, even if it's somehow not, even though it's actually observed on the ground, you should still be taking shelter, because even the winds, just seeing these winds, you would be getting absolutely hammered. But yeah, there's actually a tornado on the ground. It has been observed. Someone has seen it. And you need to be taking shelter right now if you're in this warning. Just a list of some of the places. Let's see. Clyde, Oklahoma. And yeah, Clyde, Oklahoma. That warning there. So let's see. What is this right here? I have no clue. This random CC drop. It could just be. I would, if I had to guess, I would just say this is probably just from damaging winds right here. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah, it's off to the west here. Yeah, just a regular old severe thunderstorm warning. Nothing too much. You should still be seeking shelter if you're outdoors, but nothing too much. I mean, on the off chance that you're outdoors at 10:30 at night, yeah, I don't know anybody who would do that unless it's for like a legit purpose. But anyways, we got this tornado here, but it's probably on the ground right now. It's been observed. So yeah, this is one of the most ridiculous things I've probably ever seen, I gotta say. Let's take down to this one. We'll see what we got here. Okay. This one could be on the ground. It's just really, really, really far away from the radar site. Obviously, treat any tornado warning like it's on the ground really seriously. You could even see the CC drop from that far away radar site. That is ridiculous. That is not good. That means debris is being lofted so high into the atmosphere. Potentially thousands of feet, hundreds or tens of thousands of feet, I should say, into the atmosphere. Depending on the cloud height, everything. Well, I mean, depending on like the tornado intensity, but we have some really, really sharp out. Oh, whoa! What did I just witness? It just got a lot bigger, guys, on this velocity scan, or not the velocity scan, the CC scan. I mean, what are you even supposed to do? Like, this is almost 2 miles wide, but I do want to clarify that does not mean that the tornado is actually 2 miles wide. It's just what it could be. So yeah, there's an observed tornado. It's on the ground. We've got this really, really... Now also, some of this debris could just be from strong winds in general. And also, it's likely that some debris is circulating on the outskirts of the tornado as well. So the tornado is realistically probably only a few hundred yards wide. I mean, there is an off chance that it is actually almost 2 miles wide and it's some world record tornado, but that's not likely at all. I would say, I mean, it's not impossible. I just want to say that it's not impossible, but more likely it's just a few 100 yards to maybe a mile or something wide. So I just want to like not be unrealistic here. Obviously, this is a very serious moment. But yeah, but the reality is there is a tornado on the ground somewhere in here. So if anybody is still watching, please type in the chat so I know someone's here. And we just got the new velocity scan and correlation coefficient scan in, and it's not looking any better. In fact, this has actually really started to tighten the rotation here. We got some nice tight rotation. Obviously never good, especially when it's coupled with a tornado debris signature, also known as a TDS, tornado debris signature. Then we have a tornado vortex signature, otherwise known as a TVS. So we just got a new warning here. Probably an update to this. Oh, it has a damage threat considerable tag to it. Obviously, even if it didn't have that considerable tag, it would be considered just as significant. Yeah, this is still watching. Thank you, Jersey Devil, for sticking around here. We do have, obviously, this area of rotation here. So, with that being said, obviously, this is a very, very serious moment and a very, very wild moment. I don't think I've ever seen something quite so serious on my streams before. Most of it hasn't been like too bad. Most of it is like, I would say I've only seen one confirmed before. Let's see. I've only seen one confirmed before on a stream at least. But yeah, this is pretty rare occurrence. At least for my it's pretty rare occurrence, at least for my stream, because I mean, look at this. Like, I'd never seen a tornado signature so clean before. I mean, look at this. If we go back just 7 frames, I believe. I mean, look at this. What? Like, look. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, look at that. Follow this all the way. Like, it's absolutely crazy. Whoop, nope. Don't want to show anything copyrighted. Let's see. So, yeah, I mean, look at this. We still got the debris signature here. Debris signature. Let's see. Just north of Clyde. But I did see some photos just tonight, actually, where we think that the tornado's here, but sometimes the radar, when it has these little bins, it's what they're called bins. It's like the render. Basically, they can be up to a few miles wide. In this case, it's probably maybe mile wide. And so the tornado could be down here, even though the radar tracks it going like down through this way. It could actually have been going down this way the entire time. And so that's why the National Weather Service puts out big polygons rather than just like warning this area here. They actually put out big polygons. I actually just learned that tonight because the storm actually could be here even though radar shows it being down here. So that's pretty interesting. On another more serious note though, we still have this tornado debris signature here. We still have the tornado with the observe tag. So they're probably not going to drop the observe tag probably even until it crosses the state line into Kansas. The tornado debris signature is finally lifting. I mean, look at this. Finally lifting after a long, probably close to 20-minute track on the ground. It's finally starting to lift up. So the track went somewhere like this, is my estimate. Just this far to the southeast of Wakita. If we take a measurement, oh, I meant to do a measurement, but whatever. My estimate is it's somewhere between 4 miles to the southeast of Wakita. Just because of that fact. While this is starting to loosen up a little bit, this is not. This is staying intact here. And if we can actually get a reflectivity scan here of it, let's see. Yeah, it's starting to lift up quite a bit. I wonder what the regular reflectivity showed it being like. Man, this thing was an absolute beast. I mean, look at that. Oh, I just want to point out something really interesting. This is me being a nerd right now, but we have the outflow boundary here. And if this outflow boundary is going to hang out for a little while, and if we have some of these other storms come up and ride it, we can have some more tornadoes potentially, unfortunately, along that line there, especially these storms firing off to the southwest. Our best hope is that they congeal into a line of storms, and that there's like either becomes semi-discrete or non-discrete and just linear. But unfortunately, this main hook right here, oh, yay, it actually dissipated. It might not be on the ground anymore. Does the Weather Service still have the tag? The Weather Service still does have the observed tag, so still treat it like it's on the ground, but at this point it's probably not. But it does look like it's trying to recycle with this little piece of energy sneaking up here, trying to become like a little hook. So this just to the northeast of Clyde, so this area to watch out for. Let's take a look at it on the velocity. Okay, that is not widened up. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is just contamination. This is not a tornado debris signature. So finally, that's starting to free up there. But this storm just to the north of Clyde, this stubborn little piece of energy here that's kind of snuck up on us, you can definitely tell that on replay, you could definitely tell that it just kind of like sneaks up behind there and it's trying to murder something. Merge, I have no clue what it's trying to do. But then this thing up here is trying to recycle once again and trying to do something. Something strange. But yeah, finally, it's potentially lifted, but there's also a potential it hasn't because there's this pixels here. This could just be the radar detecting some contamination, but it could also be something like a tornado. We never know. So that's why they're gonna keep the confirmed tag there. Radar indicated new tornado warning just been issued. So let's see this tornado warning. This thing is likely not. Well, I don't want to say that because I don't want to make people not be so serious about taking shelter. Just the fact that. Okay, it's still a PDS, but it's radar indicated now. So I'm gonna go ahead and update the title of the live stream. Okay. So after updating the title there, because it's no, not in Cookeville. Cookeville should be fine for tonight, although I do have something important to say about Cookeville, though. Alright? So, I want you to listen closely here. So, if we bring up our severe weather, day 3 outlook, we got a marginal risk of severe weather out here. The probabilistic is just 5%. However, the SPC, this is day 3. So this is, let's see, so today's Thursday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This is Saturday. We got a marginal risk of severe weather here. Potentially, we might be in a slight risk if they do extend it. We would be right in the bullseye of the slight risk. But the SPC is discussing a 2% tornado threat on Saturday. So yeah, for Cookeville. Okay, we should be good. This is no longer on the ground here in Oklahoma, hopefully. It still could be on the ground, but it's still a particularly dangerous situation. So don't take this any more lightly than it was, because this supercell has a history of producing confirmed tornadoes. So don't take that lightly at all, even though it says radar indicated. Don't take it any less lightly than it said. Observed. So this area is still an area to watch for, especially this area where that thing was, the tornado was. I don't know why I said that thing. Let's get a discussion here still going on there. Yeah, it's trying to recycle here, if you could tell. It's trying to recycle with this little thing right here. But I think the other storms are overrunning it too much. These storms shouldn't be too much of a threat, other than maybe wind and another tornado or two as the night moves on. But it's really weakening, so let's shift our focus now to this more southern storm with actually less radar coverage. Let's switch to the Amarillo radar site. Amarillo, Texas. Okay, that is a horrible radar site to view this from. I don't even know why I would even choose that. Okay, there's a new severe thunderstorm warning or something going on here. Yeah, that. I'm not going to cover that because that's just severe thunderstorm warning and not tornado, because we have, obviously, some more important stuff to cover now, just to the southeast of Sweetwater. We could have tornado. You know, I always thought it's crazy how tornadoes work and how, like, it's cool but also really scary, you know? Like, it looks really cool until you see one up close and then you're, like, really scared of them. It's really weird. But, anyways, that's aside from the point here. They're really becoming semi-discrete at this point. You can see their inflows are all becoming jumbled up with some light to medium precipitation, light to moderate precip. And all this light to moderate precip in their inflows is going to all jumble it up. And they have a ton of storms starting to congeal together. And this is going to jumble everything up here. Yeah, we don't have much going on here. This is not from the storm, guys. That is not from the storm. That's probably not either. That's probably just contamination or something. But yeah, I mean, we got this storm down here. Thankfully, OKC is fine. Let me search up the storm prediction center real quick. I don't even know why I would try to search that. Yeah, when I can just do that. That's stupid of me. But anyways, yeah, we still have that significant tornado risk. here. We also have the significant wind risk and the significant hail risk, although I'm not sure when they're going to update that. Tomorrow is the big event, though. We got a massive 10% significant tornado chance. And just on the north side of that same area here, we have a significant 15% wind risk and a significant 30% hail risk. So tomorrow's really going to be the deal. Nice thunderstorms there. Day 3 outlook. Then we have another multi-day. So this is the multi-day severe weather outbreak. And then Saturday we have I guess you would call it the finale of the severe weather event as it closes out. We have severe weather stretching from South Texas all the way up to the Great Lakes. So we have all the way from near Brownsville all the way up towards areas like Buffalo and just a little bit north of that, like Detroit. And so, yeah. We'll just see how that goes. It's kind of a little bit nerve-wracking that we've already had this big of an event this early in the season. Like, we just started March. It's only March the 5th. And it's really crazy. And they're already talking about marginal severe thunderstorms possible in the Arklatex region on day 4. And then on day 5 as well. And then day 6 through day 8. They're talking about the mid-Mississippi Valley, the central plains of the mid-Mississippi Valley, that scattered thunderstorms could develop. And that there might be some severe weather associated with that. Like marginal severe weather. So, yeah. They're already talking about severe weather going all the way to day 8. We may not see a slight risk every day. But, yeah. I knew that is the alert sound for like when a new something gets issued. Alright, so it's not observed anymore. Not PDS anymore. So that's really interesting. And it's moving into an area less favorable for tornadoes as well. So I may cut the live stream depending on what this thing does. Golf ball size. Nothing too interesting going on with this storm, to be honest. If I'm being honest here. Nothing too interesting. Just a little bit of slight rotation here. Let's see. Maybe this is a little bit more than... Yeah, no, that's just some slight rotation. 60 outbounds on like 2 mile per hour inbound, so 62 mile per hour rotation. Now I do know that it can be greater or lesser than that, so not overall nothing too much going on. Lightning detection. Let us turn this off. It's really getting annoying. Let's see. It's getting a little annoying because it's kind of, it's really hard to see when you got like. Oh, okay. I just said that this might about be over, and this might about be on the ground again. This cannot be real. What is going on? This is the most... I don't even know how to explain this. What is going on with this storm? Like, something has to be... It might be on the ground again. Like, what? It's right here. And it lines up. Oh, they issued a new one. It's still radar indicated. But I'm a little bit suspicious of this storm here. That it's trying to reproduce another tornado. It's really getting, like, yeah, there's something up with this storm, I'm telling you. Oh, It's kind of scattery now. It might not be back on the ground. There's something up with this storm, though. Okay, I think it might not be on the ground. It might have briefly touched down or something, but yeah. Not on the ground, I don't think. I mean, it could be, but I don't think it is. Let's see. Well, that's probably going to be it for the stream tonight. So thank you all, whoever joined, because I'm not seeing anything else. And it's also about bedtime for me. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.